All right. I think we're good here, right? Are we live? Does this thing work? I don't know if I remember how to do this. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time for some Monday Night Raw. Hopefully it's good. Man. Almost instant regret. If I'm being honest with you. But it's okay. We got some things to talk about. How you doing, Vange? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. It looks like everything works properly. I actually hit the right button. It's been a long time. Today's a good day. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good time. I appreciate you stopping by as well. It's been a while, dude. It has. It really has. Ayan, how you doing, man? This is crazy. It is. It is. Good to see you as well. Good to see you guys. Let me get these posts out here. Finally, AOW has come back to covering Raw. Welcome back. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Hopefully it's a good show. Yeah, 5:30 a.m. dude. That's crazy. You got some dedication, my friend. You got some dedication. All right, let me make sure all this stuff is working. I noticed that I scheduled it for an hour later than it's supposed to be, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We're all good. Hopefully everything is all good here. Let me get this post off here really quick. And then we got some stuff to talk about. We really got some stuff to talk about. It's been a while. It's been it's been a really long time. WWE is getting good now. Good. I hope that I hope that's the case, really. I would love to come back to watching weekly. I don't know if that's going to be the case forever, but we're gonna give it a try tonight and see how it goes. Good to see you as well, Jay. Good to see you. You guys, it's been a long time. It's been 5 months, I think, since the last stream. Okay, chat is working on there. Okay. I'm live on YouTube for Monday Night Raw watch along, blah 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 blah. See you there. Link in bio. Cool. Let's do this. Link in bio. Cool. Is this the right link though? It is. Cool. All right, we're good. You know how to pull a surprise. This was completely unexpected. Yeah, I know. I was gonna do it last Friday. I was gonna do it for SmackDown, but I was like, man, yeah, I really don't know if I want to do this or not. And tonight just so happened to be the night, so here we are. Dexter Lumis is in town for Raw tonight. Interesting. I saw a thing from Fightful today saying that they're interested in having him return, as well as who was the other person? Oh my god, who was it? I just read it. Literally just read it. I swear. Thoughts on Karrion Kross return? I'm excited for him. I'm happy. I think that he'll do well in WWE with Papa H in control of things. I think he'll do fine. Where is it? I think it was Sean Ross Sapp that posted it. Let me see here. So much has happened since the last stream, dude. So much. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. So the last stream the last stream was Elimination Chamber 5 months ago. What day was that? Elimination Chamber. February. Oh my god, dude. February 19th. February 19th. How's it going, Fickle? Hey, welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. Lots of familiar faces. Good to see you guys again. Fightful posted the Raw plans looks pretty weak, sadly, as compared to last week. Yeah. Yeah, I read it and I was kind of like, man, of all weeks, why this week? Am I watching it? Wrong week. Man, I hope that's not the case. All right, here we go. Let's get some lights on. Wait, is the beginning different? No, I don't think so. Okay. All right, let's get the red lights going for Raw. There we go. We're good to go. Hoping for a good Raw anyways. Me as well, man. Me as well. It's been so long since I've watched a weekly WWE product. This is going to be crazy. Have I seen BTE this week? No, I didn't get a chance to check it out before this, so I'll probably have to watch it tomorrow, unfortunately. I watch it with my fiance, by the way, so that's why I haven't watched it yet and won't watch it tonight because she'll be asleep by the time I'm done with this. I saw a report from Wrestling News that Triple H wants more wrestling, less sports entertainment. Hey, I'm all on board for that. But you know, like, I don't have a problem with sports entertainment. Like, I think there's a perfect balance that needs to be somewhere in there for it to be good. So I don't mind. We'll see how tonight plays out. Everyone said last week was really good, so we'll see. It's been 5 months. I have to talk to you about a lot of things, but I ain't gonna talk about everything here, probably at any other stream. Sounds good, Ian. Sounds good. I would like to get some gaming stuff going as well soon. Oh man, I forgot about top chat and live chat. So if I missed anything that you said, I apologize. I had it on top. You didn't watch Money Heist yet? No, I didn't, unfortunately. I apologize. I have not had the time. I have been so ungodly busy since I stopped streaming. It's been nuts, but I'm kind of in a good spot to have some extra time. So I would like to I don't know about live streaming all the time here at least, but I'd like to get back on the grind of videos and all sorts of stuff. I have a lot of ideas. I just got to make them happen. It will be interesting because the crowd last week was bored of all the wrestling. They weren't used to it. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's been more than 2 years. I know. I apologize. I'm actually watching CSI New York right now. It's on Paramount Plus. AOW Underground 2.0 soon. Hopefully. I really want to get the ball rolling on stuff like that. More gaming streams. More like wrestling stuff outside of 2K22 as well, though. There's a lot of other games I want to play, and like just not wrestling games at all either. Like I'm trying to play through Halo right now. I'm like a little more than halfway there. We're like halfway through 4 right now, and then we have 5 and Infinite. And then I just bought, I got a PS5. I got it. I finally got it. So we're gonna be playing God of War as well. Probably all the God of Wars. They're on like a PlayStation thing. So yeah, I think we're gonna play all the God of War games as well. New Dragon Ball Super movie coming out next week. What? Really? Oh, dude, I'm hyped for that. I am hyped for that. Let's go. Hopefully the crowd isn't dead. Hopefully not. Man, a dead crowd really hurts a wrestling show. It really does. Also, a lot of people know about this. Is this the Dragon Ball Super movie that we knew was coming out a long time ago? I think one of you sent it to me like one of the last streams, right? The one that was like white and had like all of them in front of it. Oh God, oh my God, I just missed it. Shit. Oh, I missed the entire thing. Who's the teams? Okay, can I take a picture of it? Really? Damn it. I missed it. I missed the entire list of all the teams. DBS Superhero. Oh, yeah. That sounds familiar. Okay. Call of Duty Black Ops. Nice. I've actually never played a Call of Duty game before. Ever. All right. I got to go see if I can find this. Okay, here it is. Okay, so. Interesting. Okay, so here are the teams for the women's tag team tournament. Tamina and Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke has the 24/7 championship, unfortunately. Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Nikki ASH and Doudrop. Raquel Gonzalez and Aaliyah. Oh, sorry, Raquel Rodriguez. My apologies. Xylee and Shotzi. Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark. Interesting. Natalya and Sonya Deville. Also very interesting. Why didn't they just put aren't Natalya and Tamina former women's champions or tag team? How's it going, Joshua? Good to see you, my friend. It has been a while. Very random teams, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious that Io Sky and Dakota Kai are gonna win it. Like, you know what I mean? Pick the teams out of hat. That's kind of what it seems like. I wonder who the finals are gonna be. Isn't Zoe challenging for the NXT Women's Championship? I actually don't know. I don't know. I like this team though. I like this team that Bayley has made. Oh, you know what? Okay. Before we get too far, we need to create a poll. Will Johnny Gargano return to WWE tonight? Yes. No. All right, let's leave this up for a couple minutes and we'll see what you guys think. Miss Bayley. Me too, man. No, we do not watch, or we do not enjoy watching Becky Lynch play dress up every week. Absolutely not. Blood and guts. You don't see him returning. Karrion Kross, I think he could be good under the lead of Triple H. I think he'll be okay. I do. You're already happy with Triple H is taking over? Me too. I mean, it seems like he's making better decisions. Welcome back. Thank you, Jaden Hackerman. I appreciate you. Good to see you again. I think the women's tag titles are a waste and should be gone forever. I completely agree with you, Fickle. I completely agree. I would have just completely left them out, and I would have introduced maybe 2 new women's mid cards. That way you'd still have all the people filled. Gimmick infringement. So I gotta get a post off. My stream. My stream. No. Oh, come on, man. What's the question? What's the question? Man, this is the worst part about having to watch WWE stuff. I gotta find streams, and they're always horrible. Okay, I got one. You want Daddy to who? Oh my God, man. Go Pats, yes sir. AOW Underground returning though? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, she messed something up? I missed it. Hi, doggo. It's nice to actually see a crowd reaction. Because before, when they were just piping in crowd noise, you know? Oh, she said Dakota Sky. Okay. Whose music is this? What? Interesting. Okay. When did Alexa Bliss get new music? I like the man. I really like the OG Alexa Bliss music. Honestly, it's so good. Crowd reaction for the women's division. It's just good to see it overall. Like you could tell previously when they were piping in crowd noise, like everyone will be going crazy, right? But everyone just kind of like. And meanwhile, like the sounds like 50,000 people just going nuts. Sounded scripted. I don't know. I couldn't tell because my stream kept cutting out. I had to change it. I missed most of it. Bailey versus Sasha at Clash. You think so? I don't know. I kind of feel like if they return, they'll be like maybe they'll face Io and Dakota. Maybe. Whoa! It just like. What are we doing? Alexa gets new music every month. Yeah, she's had new music quite like what, like 4 times now since the whole Fiend stuff. I love Asuka. She's so good. So good. Does she still come out with a doll, Tony? No, please. A trios at Clash? Asuka is a national treasure. She's so good. Whoever wins this tournament versus Sasha and Naomi at Clash. Yeah, I could see that. Although the only thing that would kind of suck about that is that you would either have to have them return and lose, or these people would drop them quickly, you know? She does still come out with it. Oh. Asuka's reaction. So yeah, trios at Clash. Interesting. So is Control the name of their group? Because I've heard them mention that a couple times now, I think. Oh, not your narrative. No. Io versus Asuka? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They haven't been calling that on TV though. I don't think anyone has called them that though yet, right? I think Bailey posted it on like one of her posts or something. Finals isn't happening at the pay-per-view. Didn't someone report that? Welcome back. Hey, how's it going, Hoodie? How you doing, man? Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Should Raw return to 2 hours in October? If you ask me, yes. It should return right now. Please. 3 hours is just, it's too long, man. It's too long. Fun start? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I don't mind. I mean, man, I come from like the old era of WWE where I swear every single episode of Raw was like 20 minutes of talking and chaos. Like I don't mind this. This is my kind of thing right here. What is the preview for Raw? It was just two matches. Bobby Lashley versus Tommaso Ciampa for the United States Championship, and Judgment Day versus the Mysterios. TK and Triple H love brawls. Man, Tony Khan and his brawls, dude. Must have been a Triple H promo. Man, yeah, I swear, like back in the day, I swear, like the first like 15, 20, 25 minutes of Raw was always like, for the most part, talking. I could be wrong. I don't know for certain, but that's what my memory serves. Yeah, Judgment Mysterios again, and I'm assuming that Edge is gonna come out. Kevin Owens is back on Raw tonight. Yeah, I mean, I know the Fightful Select posted the rundown for the entire show. I don't know if you guys want me to tell you what it is or not, but it's not anything to write home about, to be honest. After I scheduled this, I saw it and I was like, damn, like this is kind of brutal. All right, so a couple people, all right, let me find it. Oh, I think I screenshotted it, actually. I did screenshot it. Plans for Raw, plans for Monday Night Raw. All right, here, I will actually, now would be, wait, what? No, I'm not inserting ads. Okay, so Johnny Gargano, we got 61% saying yes, he will return, 38 saying no. So I'm gonna end this right now, and I'm gonna do one just because some people don't like spoilers. Do you want to know the Raw plans? Yes or no? All right, here we go. Is it that? I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's some decent stuff in here, but I don't know. Nothing on this makes me want to actually watch a show. Unless Edge puts Finn over, putting him with Judgment Day has helped no one. Even less for Finn because he's still getting pinned. Yeah, I really don't understand any of Judgment Day and what's going on. So like, obviously Edge started Judgment Day with Rhea and Damian Priest, and then there were reports saying that Edge didn't want to be in Judgment Day anymore because they wanted it to have some sort of like supernatural parts to it or something like that. So they kicked him out, brought in Finn Balor, but Judgment Day has had zero weird supernatural stuff. So I don't really understand what the problem is for any of it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so 61% says yes. So here is the rundown for Raw. Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai promo to kick off the show. That happened. Next up, Angelo Dawkins versus Seth Rollins. Here we go. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. Okay. Judgment Day promo. Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor. Tag title tournament match. Dana Brooke and Tamina versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky. US title match. Bobby Lashley defending against Ciampa. Super Shredder Omos will have a handicap match. Dolph, Uncle Ziggy versus Chad Gable. And then the main event will be AJ Styles versus The Miz in a no disqualification match. It's kind of a weird show, right? I don't know. How can you improve NXT 2.0? The first thing that I would do to improve NXT 2.0 is to make it not look like a cheap porno. Call me crazy, okay? But I swear all of the NXT 2.0 things that I see on the Bird app, like all the videos, they seem like the beginning of just porn. Like it looks awful. The acting is so bad. I would just completely get rid of all of that stuff, and I would try to make it as close to Black and Gold as I possibly could, because Black and Gold was incredible. So I don't know. My stuff froze again, of course. You actually like NXT 2.0? Nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's not really for me. I tried. I tried, and it wasn't for me. Zig vs. Gable at least sounds great, but I doubt it goes above 5 minutes. Oh, that's something someone had asked about the times for last week, and I forgot to do it. It'll be interesting to see how they compare. All right, I'm gonna end this poll. Where would Gargano even debut on the show? I don't see him fitting in here tonight. I mean, if he's going to debut on the show, I would have it be with Ciampa, right? I mean, I feel like that would be the perfect place to bring him in. Man, I don't think that Ciampa will win the United States Championship, but maybe. Man, like after all this crazy stuff has happened, like Bryan Danielson going to AEW, Cody Rhodes going to WWE, Vince McMahon retiring, I'm a firm believer that anything can happen these days. Anything. I don't know. I have no idea. Bobby's a face and Ciampa's a heel, so I guess it doesn't necessarily fit then. Unless Gargano came in as a heel, but that sounds kind of weird. Gargano Ciampa one last time again. Apparently Omega and Punk are back this week. Really? I saw a thing that's saying that they would potentially be back for the pay-per-view. So yeah, I guess they gotta come back. There's not that much time, right? September 4th. Yeah, we're about a month away, so they gotta get back. Logan Paul interfering in the main event? Maybe, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Or maybe Ciampa, right? Maybe Ciampa could cost the Miz the match. They're supposed to be like splitting them up, I believe, right? What stream am I watching Raw on? I don't know. If you just Google it, it'll show up. I don't know if I'd want to share the links. You're thinking Omega comes back at the pay-per-view. Okay. Hangman comes out and calls out the Bucks to pick them as his partners. Omega returns and the Bucks pick him. That would be interesting. That'd be interesting, but it would kind of like almost be like a continuation. So I kind of like, for me, I really feel like this whole like Bucks Hangman stuff just needs to come to an end. Because if they do decide to extend it, right? Where do we go from there? Like, they win the trios and then like Hangman just at some point aligns himself with them, or like are they just gonna forever remain apart at this time, or you know? Miz turns on Ciampa, Gargano makes a save. Yeah, I guess. The Elite versus him in the Dark Order, but they already did the Elite versus the Dark Order, didn't they? Right? Because that was like a year ago. They had the I remember because I saw the clip, the really good entrances, the Star Wars, or not Star Wars, Space Jam, the Space Jam entrance, and then like the Hangman and Dark Order one. Okay, the one thing that does like make me kind of question a Hung Bucks reunion is that why it's been rumored that Tony was waiting for Kenny to come back before doing the trios. So why? You know, if he's not going to be directly involved, why not? And something that I've speculated before, I think I mentioned it last week. What about, you can have the Hung Bucks, right? But then what about the Good Brothers? Kenny and the Good Brothers. Someone told me that the Good Brothers are no longer under contract with Impact. Is that true? Carl Anderson signed to Impact. What is the contract status of the Good Brothers? Does anyone know? This was posted in April. Fightful Select reports that their current contracts will expire Sunday, July 17th. So the Good Brothers are working without a contract in Impact. Unless that's changed. Unless that's changed. Okay, Good Brothers reportedly no longer under contract with Impact after tonight's TV tapings. PW Insider has released a report regarding the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and their contracts with Impact Wrestling. According to the report, the current tag champs will officially be free agents starting tomorrow with tonight's Impact television taping in Louisville begin their contractual appearance. Fightful had previously revealed that they may work some additional dates for Impact throughout the summer, something Insider also confirmed. Good Brothers are expected to work New Japan Pro Wrestling and will only work the additional Impact dates if it doesn't conflict with their New Japan commitments. However, it is noted that since they'll be free agents, they could sign with any company if and when a deal is made. I mean, to me, I make that sounds like completely obvious to me that they're probably going to end up going to AEW. Any news on MJF? I actually was listening to a Fightful thing today, and there's like no updates on MJF. I don't think anyone knows anything about MJF whatsoever. Like, it has just completely cooled off, and nothing has been reported on since then. Oh, you know, I guess I should probably post. Carl is the never open weight. Yep. MJF and TK only know what's happening. Yeah, I think I think that I think that they had issues originally. I think it was an actual problem, but I believe that they solved that problem. And I think that Punk's injury, I think it may have delayed MJF stuff, and I think they're just laying low. Because, I mean, what else? I mean, that's like the perfect thing to do, right? At this point, is to just be gone and not do anything. So I think maybe, at All Out, if Punk is returning and they do Mox versus Punk at All Out, Punk's obviously going to beat Mox. So maybe MJF shows up after that. I don't think when MJF comes back, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal. I think it's going to be a huge story. And it makes most sense for it to be for the world title. And I can see MJF taking the title off Punk. I don't think Punk's going to have nearly as long as a reign as any of the other All Elite Wrestling. I don't think Punk's going to have near as long a reign as anyone else on the roster with the world title. Let me go look at him. Okay, so Chris Jericho held the AEW World Championship for 182 days. Mox 277, Kenny Omega 346, Adam Page 197, and then they have Punk as 64 plus and Mox as 35 plus. Punk's current reign shouldn't really count, if you ask me. If I'm like I said, I'm sold on Punk beating Mox when he comes back. I think Punk's reign should start there. Because he relinquished it like the next day, didn't he? Or like on Dynamite, if I remember correctly. He didn't have at all. He was injured during that match, so I don't know. Punk should surpass Hangman's reign in your honest and unbiased opinion. Fair enough. If Punk didn't get injured, I feel like MJF would have been back already. Agree completely, 100%. Dawkins vs. Rollins is actually pretty good. I honestly, I haven't even been watching it. I apologize. He got hurt at the Staples Center Dynamite. Okay. So he had 1 week then. Eddie Kingston should dethrone CM Punk. Maybe there was a time when MJF showed up, but Kingston is too over and too talented, and their past rivalry fuels it. Interesting. Okay. I just don't. I don't know if I see Eddie Kingston as world champion right now. Because, okay, so. Wow. AEW is stacked, man. Eddie should have a Mankind like reign. I don't remember what happened with Mankind. Didn't he win it and then lose it the next night on Raw or something like that? Eddie versus Claudio. Yeah, 100%. There you go. Eddie versus Claudio for Ring of Honor title. Yeah, that'd be cool. How about H, hire you to book Top Booker? How would you book Survivor Series? I don't know. I don't even know like who all the champions are, to be honest. In WWE. I've been watching from a distance for so long. Like, I kind of know what's going on, but I kind of don't at the same time. Ooh, he used a pedigree. That's it. Has Rollins been using the pedigree for a while? They need to change his name. I don't. Oh, is he gonna punt? He stomped him afterwards. Used it very rarely. Yeah, he just finished Dawkins with it. Stomped him afterwards. Everyone says Montez Ford is the Street Profit who will be future world champion, but I think Angelo is just as talented. I think they're both really talented. I think that Montez just has that that charisma. He's just, the guy's crazy. I think that makes him stick out a lot more than Angelo, unfortunately. But I can see them both going far as singles. Hey, Philip, welcome back, man. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope they don't break up the Street Profits either. Angelo looks better here than Montez. Really? Interesting. AEW is in Cleveland on the 24th. If Johnny doesn't show up tonight, just saying. I mean, does Johnny Gargano have a place in AEW? I mean, because I kind of feel like he doesn't, if I'm being honest. I don't feel like there's anywhere, any place in AEW right now that Johnny Gargano fits in. Isn't needed in AEW, but that would be a big dick move by TK to not sign him. You're saying it would be a dick move to not sign him, or it would be a dick move to sign him and take him off WWE's plate? I don't think Gargano or Wyatt would work in AEW. I think that they would both work there. I just don't think that. I don't know. The AEW roster is pretty stacked already, and Gargano feels like most other people on the roster, you know? I think Bray would fit in just fine in AEW. And you know, I mean, you either like Bray or you kind of don't. I do. I think he's very talented. I like all the Fiend stuff. Like, I love it. So I would love to see that over there. Like, I love the Broken Matt Hardy stuff, which is something Bray and Matt could team up in AEW. Matt is going through this whole thing on BTE, right? That just clicked that maybe that could be a possibility. But I love Bray. I would love to see him. I would love to see him in AEW because they have the budget to get him and do the stuff that he would want to do. And I would love to have him be as creative as he could possibly be without having the WrestleMania stuff happen with the Fiend, you know? I don't think Bray would work in the work rate heavy vision of Triple H. Fair enough. I mean, we're still early on in Triple H's reign. We'll have to kind of see what all he ends up actually doing. Wait, what? What did I just miss? Why is Dom mad at Edge? And why hasn't Dom gotten any better? No, I did not see BCE today, unfortunately. Mauricio, I did not get a chance to see it yet. Edge speared him by accident last week. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You know, that's one of like the biggest things that bothers me in all of wrestling is that people don't understand when accidents happen. You know, like I'm like you're being held by someone and like they clearly just duck and then you get hit by them and they think that it was done on purpose. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. No, you're good. I saw it like literally when I opened up the Bird app this morning, the first thing that I saw was the Hangman stuff from BTE. Someone posted the clip of it. I didn't watch it, but I read it. So main roster has way too many recaps. Yeah, that's something that I don't really necessarily like about the main roster either. Hear me out. Bray Wyatt with the Dark Order feud with Malachi and the House of Black. Yeah, but I think even though with like all that stuff, I don't think that they want Bray to be a part of the Dark Order at all. And even a couple of them have mentioned where they're like, no, Bray is not going to lead the Dark Order. Brody is the leader of the Dark Order, and that's just the way it is. So what I think is happening is I think that the Dark Order is going to crumble, right? And then Wyatt will come in, and I think that they'll be a part of it, but it's not going to be the Dark Order. I think it'll be the same people. But I think that's how they will maneuver around it. That's just my guess. When would Jeff Hardy be returning given he is in proper condition? I don't know. I actually haven't seen any updates on Jeff Hardy. Has anyone else? Jeff Hardy updates. July 7th. What Culture posted he'll be back in court on August 5th. His the one that he had on July 5th got postponed. So it looks like he just went to court for it the other day. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some more updates here in the future. If Bray returns to WWE, how would you utilize him? I would let him do whatever he wanted. I would sit down and I would say, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What kind of character are you going to be? And who do you want to work with? I'd write it down. And I would say, okay, welcome back. Simple as that. That's what I would do with Bray. I trust him. Did I watch Stranger Things? Yes, I did. It was very good. Very good. Wyatt 6, yes. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this season of Stranger Things. That's the show that like when it comes out, you just drop everything and you watch every single one of them. Even though like the last 2 episodes were like 2.5 hours long. Just stop everything you're doing and just watch them. Everyone should watch The Goat Show, Better Call Saul. I've heard a lot of really good things about Better Call Saul. I might watch it when it's over. That might be a show that I binge watch when it's over. I think it has had one bad season, but other than that, I've heard nothing but great things about it. FTR versus Yuta and Claudio for the Ring of Honor title at All Out. I wouldn't mind that. Man. I really want to see Ring of Honor weekly TV. Like I need it. I'm tired of Jay Lethal being in everything with Sanjay Dutt and Tall. Like I'm ready for go over there, please. And I'm just be excited for it as well. And I think it'd be nice to be able to split the AEW roster finally and like just utilize the people that need to be utilized, because there's a lot of people sitting by doing nothing. Did I watch the Batman? No, I actually haven't seen the Batman yet. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Plus, I just think it's funny at this point. If it were possible, I'd love for them to rebrand Rampage as the Ring of Honor show. So you would have 2 hours of Dynamite, or so you'd have 2 hours of AEW and then 2 hours of Ring of Honor. Can we get full names back in WWE? No more Ciampa? Yes, I hope so. Angel Garza actually posted something earlier today that said he got his name back, I believe. So it might be happening. Jay Lethal is talented, but his feuds don't go over. Dude, yeah, same. I just can't get into it. Especially the Samoa Joe stuff, man. I had no interest in any of that. Some of your streams were on Phantom Spec, so for the people that aren't subbed to that channel, probably think this is AOW's first stream in well over a year. Did I stream wrestling stuff over there? I mean, I know I did. I think I did some watch-alongs over there to help get things up. What was the last live stream I did? Four months over there. Yeah, and I did a couple wrestling watch-alongs there too. Can't wait for Wardlow to powerbomb him. That will be crazy. That will be pretty cool. Favorite wrestler of all time? Probably Stone Cold, I would probably say. I think Rampage going to Ring of Honor, getting a second hour, being on Tuesday or Thursday. Man, it would be hilarious if they put it on Tuesday and went head to head with 2.0. That would be pretty funny. Ciampa's so good. Ciampa's so good. So good. Oh no. Man, whoever had the idea of cutting off this man's beard should be fired. And if they've already been fired, they should spend a month in prison. Because this man has to have a beard, okay? For the love of God, please. You heard Triple H has some great plans for Kevin Owens. I saw that too. I hope so. Kevin Owens is so good. He is so good. And I'm surprised that they haven't really done anything with him since he lost the title years ago. KO just slipped. Oh, dude, it's buffering. I can't see anything. It's loading. Why they have Ciampa paired with The Miz, I'll never know. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. Do you think Andrade was booked better in NXT or now with AEW? I mean, I don't know. I don't really remember back then in NXT, but with AEW, I think a lot of people are secretly injured. That's what I think is going on. I saw something earlier today about Malachi Black saying that he's been having a bunch of issues with his back, and he didn't think he'd ever be able to wrestle again until like the other day. So, you know, I'm assuming. Oh, it's back. Ooh, are we getting like a vicious Kevin Owens? Rip Ezekiel 2022 to 2022. Injure Ezekiel, bring back Elias. Man, it's gonna take him a while to bring a beard like that back. You just can't grow that overnight, though. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing, Hero? How you doing? You like this better than another rematch? Yeah, I'm okay with this. Elias was never a Triple H guy, so he's probably gone. I mean, that would be a huge shame because I think they've really missed the boat with Elias. I think Elias could have had a fantastic mid-card reign. I really do. Sami Zayn turning face. Isn't he still like kind of like working with the bloodline? Working with, I guess I should say. More commercials. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't really even been paying attention to the show at all. I've just been reading chat and hanging out. I mean, it hasn't seemed terrible. Hasn't seemed terrible. I saw the Malachi stuff. You would have never noticed he was wrestling injured, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, think of Kenny. Dude, Kenny's been wrestling for years and years and years and years and years with these injuries. And he was just like, he was just going. Imagine, like, he had vertigo too, which is crazy. He was wrestling at the level that he did. Modelo. I would love for them to bring back a GM. Clayton, I feel like that makes more sense to me. Isn't Adam and Pierce kind of their like GM figure, or is he just like a WWE official, I guess? Do I think Ciampa will win? I don't. I don't think so, no. Anyone miss Cody? I mean, I didn't really watch WWE with him, so I don't really feel like I'm missing anything. But I feel like when he comes back, he's going to play a huge role in WWE. I would put money on him winning the Royal Rumble. Probably just won the US title back. Yeah, I don't think he's going to lose it. Plus, you can have Bobby Lashley versus Gunther. Walter. At that pay-per-view, whatever. I'd be down for that. That's why people got to chill when they say they aren't being used, even though Malachi is featured almost every week. Yeah, and the same thing with Andrade. He was injured for a while too, I think. And they never said anything. I don't understand why. I mean, I guess I understand why when you have like 70 people that are injured, you don't want to necessarily read out this long list, but it would have been nice if they made it a point being like, hey, you know, like Andrade's just here at ringside because he's not cleared to compete or whatever. Even if they give you just some BS reason as to why he's not competing, I feel like that would be, I like transparency personally. I like transparency a lot. I want that NXT Sami back for sure, but I do love whatever he does because he's amazing. Sami Zayn is an incredible talent for sure. For sure. Seth versus Angelo Dawkins was a good match. It seemed good from what I saw, but I really wasn't watching it too much, Vanch. I hear these A&E biographies are very good as well. Oh, the power bomb on the apron, man. Hey, 69 viewers. Nice. I want them to bring Zeke to the back. Owens got a promo and Elias comes out. Oh my god, and then do the same thing. That would be funny. That would be funny. Man, I love this presentation of Judgment Day. It's so good. The music is really good. The purple flame stuff is all really good. I think this is one of those points too where like that just huge giant screen really plays a good role. It looks really good in the background. Also, very, very rare. I like, this is like the only VR thing or whatever it is that you want to call it that I actually like, the Judgment Day one. No, that's a lie. Xylees is really good too. Xylees. Skinny saying, yes, of course I remember you. How are you doing? I remember like everyone's names in the chats. Triple H should bring back Jim Johnson. That'd be interesting. Better theme music. The presentation is cool. Just wish the booking reflected it. Yeah, I hate it when stuff like that happens. Like, I was really hyped for Diamond Mine too. I thought Diamond Mine was going to be super cool in NXT, and I was really let down by their presentation. And like, it's the same with Judgment Day. I'm just not impressed by anything that they've done at all. I don't know. It just, none of Judgment Day makes any sense. You're 14? Nice, Philip. Read your Kenny chat. All right, let me see. Kenny said that if he gets injured again, then he will be hanging up his boots. He said he's tired of getting recovery. No, that was not true. Someone took that clip and cut it. That was not, he did not say that. He was saying something. It was about his recovery. It was about his recovery. It wasn't about him retiring from wrestling. Punishment of the Judgment Day. I like that little callback. So Priest just challenged Edge to a match on Raw because they're gonna be in Toronto. Are they gonna go to commercial and make these dudes stand in the middle of the ring for 15 minutes now? Dom joins Judgment Day. You're calling it? A lot of people have been thinking that he's gonna join Judgment Day. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. So Dom's left, completely gone. Isn't there a match next? Dom's only joining for real. Let's be real. It's so funny that she posts and like plays into all that stuff. It's really funny. Oh no, they are gonna make them wait in the ring? Wow. Okay. Those promos felt a lot scripted. They felt pretty good. I like that one. Dom is still living his dreams, by the way. Dude, I still cannot believe that Dominic Mysterio is on the main roster WWE. I hate to say it, but I don't feel like he's really progressed at all. First hour has only had one match. Yeah, you know, this doesn't feel much different from anything else that I've seen before on Raw. You wish Timothy Thatcher was with WWE. They could start having the NXT guys. Finn beat his second run. You beat Priest in your house and Thatcher had another one be signed with Noah, I think. Is he really? Interesting. I didn't know that. I missed Timothy Thatcher was great in NXT. It's a shame. John would excel in NXT 2.0. I mean, I think it'd be cool to have him there. I mean, I feel like that would also be like a cheap, easy way to get Rey Mysterio on NXT. He could just be his coach. You know, like everyone in AEW has some sort of manager, coach, lawyer, whatever it is. Like Rey Mysterio could just be with his son, you know? Calling the finish, Rhea is attacking Dom backstage and Rey is distracted and Finn wins. That sounds very on brand for WWE. Does that sound on brand for a Triple H booking though? But see, that's okay. So that's one of the things too, is that main roster WWE is main roster WWE for a reason. You know, like diehard WWE fans love what they're watching. They love to hear The Miz talk about his small balls or his large balls, and they like to have him make poop jokes. So does a pure black and gold style NXT actually work for Raw and SmackDown? I don't think so. We'll see, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see anything that crazy. What happened to Timothy Thatcher though? He got released. He was a part of one of the big releases, and then Maddie says that he thinks he signed with Noah. You hope NXT is involved in this year's Survivor Series? Yeah, I mean, I could see that being a part of it. I would probably do it in a different way, and I'm not necessarily sure how or what I would do for that. Because some of the people there, man, they are not ready, but some of them are ready. I think Braun could hang with someone on the main roster. I think Solo Sikoa could hang with someone on the main roster. Absolutely. I'm honestly surprised that they haven't pulled him from NXT and just put him with the Bloodline. I would. He'd be a fantastic Intercontinental United States champion, in my opinion. I would have pulled him straight there, straight to it. Nick Khan versus Tony Khan is now underway. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There needs to be a Sami and Tay wedding vow segment on AEW, and Eddie should be the priest and wreak havoc. That would be pretty fun. Just do like your typical sports entertainment wedding with Eddie. Carmelo Hayes would be fantastic on the main roster. Absolutely. Carmelo Hayes is one of those guys that can hang too. Carmelo Hayes is very great. They got some really good people from that 2.0 mix up, but some of them, I can't say that for everyone. They need to call up Legado del Fantasma. Yeah, I'd be cool with that too. Oh, this music. Man, I hate it when WWE posts these stats because so many people, I mean, I don't talk about it anymore really, but so many people think that are going to think that 1.3 billion people watched SummerSlam, when it's video views across everything. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the stat things either. It just seems completely unnecessary to me. People who hardcore like WWE like the entertainment part of that stuff. Yeah, but you know, I think that there's a perfect balance that you can have between all of them. I don't think I would enjoy like just a pure wrestling show. Like if it was, let's just say like if they just did pure sport, right? And they kind of like did all the storytelling and all that other stuff on like social media. I don't know if I'd want to watch a 2-hour wrestling show if it was literally just match. I'm not sure if that would be interesting to watch. Tony D. I've only seen a couple of matches of his. I like his like promo and his presence, but I'm not sure how great he is as a wrestler. Trick and Mello are the best part of NXT. I'm not a big fan of Trick. I don't like the bout it stuff. Last week's show, the first hour was commercial free. Yeah, it seems like they're making up for it tonight, I would assume. My stream is froze again. Just terrible. Just terrible, man. Oh, here we go. This one looks like it's still in a commercial though. Okay, there we go. We are underway. Sports entertainment has always been an essential part of pro wrestling. They just haven't been doing it good for a while. Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. I like the promos. I like the stories. I like the backstage segments. They just need to be done in a specific way. And they need to be, I feel like not so childish. I feel like a lot of WWE is still very childish and still treats you like you're not watching or you're not paying attention or you're not smart enough to necessarily know what's going on. Like, I don't need a recap of the previous month for something that's about to happen. Like, could you imagine if you were watching like a movie or a TV show, like, and every single time before like something progressed, it was like, hey, we know that this character is about to get killed, right? But you should like check out this flashback about like, what got him here. It's like, dude, we don't need that. If anyone has questions about it, they can ask their friend or they can ask online. Like, what better way to engage your social media audience by like having them ask questions and stuff, instead of turning away a ton of people or wasting so much TV time. Like, you'd have to go through, it would be interesting like to do one of these watch alongs and actually just sit here and count all of the time that is just like recaps or just kind of like stuff that doesn't necessarily need to really be happening, and how much of their TV shows actually wasted towards that. Sports entertainment is not talking about balls or stupid kindergarten stuff. Like, I think that there's a time and place for everything. So I don't know. If there's anyone that could do it, it's The Miz, but it's just, I don't know. It's not necessarily for me. And I don't really mind things as long as they don't go on for so long either. Like, if a feud isn't good, it's cool. It's not good, right? But we just get over it and we move on. For instance, in AEW, Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal, they had a fantastic match at Death Before Dishonor. The feud was garbage. I hated every second of it. But they didn't linger. It was like a 1 minute promo or a 2 minute promo here and there, whatever. And it lasted for like a month, and then the match happened and it was over, right? Imagine if they continued that into All Out. And then imagine if they continued that into like another Ring of Honor pay-per-view or another AEW pay-per-view or special or whatever it is. It's like, that's the stuff that really irritates me and really tunes me out from watching the shows. Am I going to Raw next month? No, probably not. No. Could I see Ray forming the LWO? Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like anything's possible these days. Anything. I don't think I would go to Raw though. Skinny. They are coming here and they've had deals, like crazy deals, but I don't know. I'm not really like a great fan of sitting here for 3 hours to watch it, so I don't necessarily know if I'd want to pay to do it. And it's like an hour away. And I have a lot going on travel wise. So Creed Brothers are nice. I've seen some decent stuff about the Creed Brothers. Thoughts on WWE removing former WWE stars theme songs off of Spotify and Apple Music? Really? That's weird. I'm assuming it's some sort of copyright deal, licensing deal that has expired, I'm assuming. And you know, that's one of the weird things about WWE that I feel like has been really weird is that, you know, like they had that deal with CFO money, however it is that you say that name. They had that deal with them, but dude, it's again. Why are they not purchasing the music that is being made for them? Why are they licensing it? What kind of deal is that? That sounds like a crappy deal for WWE, which doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if I'm paying you to make music for this guy, that I'm gonna own it, right? I mean, at least that's how I would do it. I don't know. Dynamite looking great this week. It is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Just to read your chat. Triple H took his time to make what black and gold NXT was. Maybe in 2 to 3 years, main roster will be fixed too. Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna take some time. Certainly gonna take some time. You can see it already in WWE with the stuff that they've done. Like, let me bring up Cage Match. The people that have been winning matches, like, it's clear. It is very clear. Because some people were like, they were assuming that Vince was running the shows from the shadows, if you will. Ricochet beat Corbin. That's a Triple H thing. Nakamura and Ludwig, that just feels like lingering WWE Vince stuff. Shayna Baszler winning, that's very Triple H. The Viking Raiders, like, wait, what? This is weird. Okay, so the Viking Raiders they squashed a team, and then Kofi beat Eric. That's really weird. Okay, I didn't hear anything about that. And wait, that was the main event? Bro, what? Who watched SmackDown? That was the main event? Kofi Kingston defeating Eric in 3 minutes? What? Dude, why wouldn't you just put the gauntlet match at the end? Oh, the main event was a Roman segment. Okay, I can see. Okay, that makes more sense. The Viking Raiders carry a plastic shield. I saw that. Oh, that's right. The show did end with Roman, Drew, and Cross. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. SmackDown wasn't good besides the Cross surprise. Man, I've heard terrible things about SmackDown. Not necessarily this last SmackDown, but the ones previously before the Vince retirement and all that stuff. I heard that show was just awful. I saw that they turned on Liv. Which is very weird. Not something that I was expecting. But, you know, I saw some people that said that they enjoyed the whole, like, Ronda got pinned and Liv tapped out. I feel like that was a terrible decision to make. I would have had Liv win, and I would have just been done with it. The gauntlet match wasn't all that good either. Really? Why wasn't the gauntlet match very good, Maddie? I'm assuming the people involved. Shayna, Aaliyah, Natalya, Raquel, Shotzi, Sonya, and Xia Li. I mean, Xia Li is great. Or she was in NXT at least. I don't know about SmackDown. Sonya Deville, I'm a huge fan of. Shotzi was good in NXT. I don't really necessarily know about SmackDown. Same with Raquel Rodriguez. Natalya and Aaliyah, I'm kind of way over that. Shayna Baszler is fantastic. Raquel dominated, then Shayna won with a roll. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see how that wouldn't be enjoyable. It's not weird given the finish of SummerSlam made Liv look bad. Yeah. And I think that's something that they need to take into account for things. It's like, I'm not going to say that it's in any way, shape, or form comparable to Seth Rollins and The Fiend, but that Hell in a Cell finish took 2 incredibly over guys and just ruined it. Just completely ruined it. Like, dude, it took so long to overcome that obstacle from that. And like I said, they're not comparable in any way, but it's stuff like that that really makes people turn on. People aren't just turning on Liv because they're like, oh, well, she's finally champion. Like, it's just bad decisions. Liv clearly tapping out before 3 and still winning is not a good look for your babyface. Ronda was legit screwed, and she's way more justified. Yeah, and like, the thing that bothers me about stuff like that too is that it's like you're making professional wrestlers forget about wrestling. Like, you don't know the rules. You don't know that 10 seconds is a count out. You don't know that you can't hit someone with a chair and it's a disqualification. You don't know that when your shoulders are on the mat that it's a pin, and when the ref is counting and your shoulders are down, like, he's obviously pinning you. You know, like, oh, that kind of stuff frustrates me. Maybe like 3 minutes for each thing. None of it felt big, and the wrestlers just weren't given time. Yeah, it actually says so. Sonya Deville eliminated Aaliyah in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Raquel eliminated Sonya in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And this is actually, I believe this is the running time. So that would be about 2.5 minutes. Raquel eliminated Shotzi in 4 minutes. Raquel eliminated Xia Li in 3 minutes. Raquel eliminated Natalia in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And then Shayna Baszler eliminated Raquel in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Will there be a Clash of the Castle watch along? I'm not sure. There was an ad break too. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not sure. We'll see how this goes, and we'll see how the product is and what's going on and everything as well. If my fiance wants to watch the shows, we usually watch them in the living room, and I can't do it from there. So we'll see. Shenanigans. Man. See, this is one of the reasons why I hate trying to do these as well, because the streams are terrible. They just cut out all the time. I don't have so I watch AEW through DirecTV because you can, my grandma has it. And you can watch them online, but you can't watch USA Network unless you're like on the same internet as the home. So I can't watch it. I have to get streams for it, and it's not working. It's down again. Let's see if this one will work. You don't watch AEW on the TBS app? No, I watch it on DirecTV. Can West Coast people watch it on the TBS app? It'd be nice if I could have like the ability to rewind. That'd be pretty cool. Because like you can't do any of that on DirecTV. Why not just get Sling? Well, I mean, at this point, I don't necessarily really watch these shows. So it's not a big deal. I thought about like before, when I was doing all of this like weekly and going crazy, I was just gonna get a DirecTV satellite hooked up and just use it just for wrestling. But since I'm not really watching it, I kind of like, no. And YouTube TV, I think, was West Coast. So Triple H go after stars he's always wanted, taking his Okada. Man, I don't think I'd ever expect to see Okada anywhere other than New Japan. Read your message about GM. I would have Adam as GM of Raw, Heyman of GM of SmackDown, and Road Dogg or Jeff Jarrett GM of NXT, and I would also Regal GM of AEW. Yeah, I mean, those sound fine to me. For NXT, I'd probably just do Shawn Michaels since he's already there. AEW, Regal would be fine. I don't mind Tony either. That's all fine with me. I just think that there should be that authority figure. But I also don't think that GM person should be so intrusive. Like a GM authority storyline is cool every once in a while, but I don't think that they should be a focus of the show. I just like them personally because I like to have that like realism attached to it, you know, like when a match gets made, I know that this person booked the match. I know that this person suspended this person. I know that this person fined them. Like, it just gives like a kind of like a rhyme and a reason for it to be there. That's all. Literally none of these are loading. Oh, I got it. Okay, so the match is over, and Dom's bleeding, and Rhea and Finn are standing over the top of him. Okay. I saw a report that Road Dogg's going to be at the Impact pay-per-view. Yeah, I saw that as well. Why didn't you save me? Is there enough? Did they actually get called up? Did Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark actually get called up? Only one women's match tonight. People aren't going to complain. No, for sure. Oh, not the 24/7 championship. I was so excited, man. People have said that the show hasn't been on there in like 3 weeks. I was like, yes, it's finally happened, but it didn't. Oh, you didn't know? It was great. I mean, I like the whole Bailey team thing. I saw, I think Fightful was the ones that posted about it. This team was pitched a long time ago before any of them got released. I guess before Dakota got released. And Vince was like, nah. So, I then released her. And it's so funny that like the second that Vince is gone, he's like, yo, Dakota, we're gonna do this. Dana Brooke needs to work on a promo. Road Dogg jealous of the dumpster match? Oh man. I saw that he commented on it. Raquel and Kylie Ray. Interesting. I could have swore they said that it was with Dakota and Io. That's it. That would be an interesting team as well. I wouldn't be mad at that. Bring back Morrow. Dude, someone should bring back Morrow. Someone. Please. He's so good. You don't like Dakota, Paulie? Or are you saying that in a good way? Over some of these storylines, Mysterious vs. Judgment Day should be done by now. Triple H should drop some of Vince's feuds without explanation. I think so too. I don't understand why they are still going at it. And this is what I was talking about earlier with like Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal. Like, just kind of get it over with and just be done. Like, we don't. If the end goal is to have Dom join Judgment Day, just get it over with, right? It doesn't take 8 weeks to make this happen. Like, let's just go. Let's do it. That's what I figured, Paul. That's what I figured. I was just making sure. Just making sure. The plan is to end it with Edge and Finn at Clash at the Castle. Fair enough, I guess. Tegan Knox returns. Yeah, be down for that. Some storylines were in WWE where you still see Vince's paw prints still lingering. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I was actually surprised that as much has changed already. I thought it would take much longer. Tonight's show is just not hitting for me. It's not terrible, but not the show I would watch every week. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like I said, I made that the meme video, whatever, about announcing the show, and then I scheduled the show, and then I looked at the Fightful Select report with a rundown from the show, and I was like, maybe I should cancel it and do it next week. But I'm like, man, I already posted the video, so like I can't just like delete it. Like, man, all right. I felt bad too because yesterday when I did the like ask me anything story thing, I cannot believe how many people were asking me about doing a watch along. Like there was like 20 of them. Not even kidding, not even exaggerating. And I skipped all of them on purpose because I had intended on being here today. I just kind of felt bad because there was just surprisingly so many. I can't believe how many people enjoyed like hanging out for the watch alongs. It's really cool. Yeah, Booker T has some really interesting takes at times, to say the least. TK didn't drop Sami and Sky. Oh god, dude, that was not good. That was not good. It's down again. Okay, back up again. Booker is interesting. He does have like some really weird, strange, like out of nowhere takes very often. I don't quite understand. A lot like there's quite a lot of people that have just crazy takes. And I don't know, maybe they say it just to kind of like stay relevant or just to kind of get a buzz. Cause you'll notice like, I don't really feel like people are ever like, yo, Booker T thinks this. And it's like, yeah, we all think that, right? It's always like, hey, Booker T thinks that Adam Cole is too short or something, you know? And it's like, bro, what? Relax, guy. All right. Like you, like I said, I feel like it's just some people just have awful takes just so they can get what comes next. They should have like their own theme song. I feel like AEW's equivalent of this Judgment Day stuff is BCC versus Jazz. They've had so many matches, all kinds, and it's still going. Yeah, but I don't necessarily. Maybe it's just because BCC and the Jericho Appreciation Society are kind of like. It doesn't necessarily feel that way. Doesn't necessarily, and that's like I try to say that a lot to people in about AEW stuff because there's a lot of stuff that you could complain about in AEW, but I find that it's hard to like complain about something when the show is still enjoyable. Does that make sense? Like if you go and watch a 2-hour movie that you thought was really good, but like was missing like certain things, you know, I don't know. Like AEW just has so much positive that outweighs the negative, but the negative is absolutely there. Absolutely there. Just wish they would fight other people. Fair enough. Jazz new gimmick should be the last sports entertainer. I wonder what the payoff is going to be for BCC and Jazz. Like where does BCC and Jazz go now? I mean, especially I thought dude, I haven't talked to you guys about that because I haven't been live or anything, but that's what was it, Anarchy in the Arena match? God bless. That match was incredible live. I don't watch the shows that I go to on TV or pay-per-view or whatever afterwards, so I don't know how it came across on TV, but live, mwah, oh, it was incredible. It was so good, especially like when all the chaos was going on and Wild Thing was still playing, like it had repeated twice or whatever. It was so good. I loved it so much. And it was also disgusting because on our the stairs on our left My fiance went to go to the bathroom and like get a drink or something like that, and but they had fought up that way, and she was wearing like white shoes, and she stepped in. I think it was what's his name? One of the 2.0 guys, blood, but there was just like piles of blood all over the place, like all up the stairs and like all the aisleways and everything. It was so nasty, and it was incredible. Best thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Anarchy in the Arena is considered one of the best brawls ever. So good. And it was crazy because you literally like, you wouldn't know where to look. Matt Menard, yes. But you wouldn't know where to look. Like, you'd be looking over here and there's like someone jumping off a ladder. You got like looking over here, someone's getting beaten up with barbed wire. You look over here, someone's getting put through a table. Like, it was nuts. It was so cool though. I loved it so much. And I think someone that's what I'm saying. The Judgment Day vs Mysterious feels like a Vince storyline. Yeah, absolutely feels like a Vince storyline. Eddie walking down to the ring like a zombie, iconic moment. Yeah, with a gas can. So good. So good. Leroy said, oh, yeah, I got you. Hold on. Leroy says it was such good shit. Yes, sir, it was. Jim Cornette called it garbage. Man, he's missing out. Because it was so good. But like I said, I don't know how it came across on TV. It might have been awful on TV because there was literally so much going on. But so good live. So I think I could show this, right? Do I have my monitor set up? Actually, I don't know. I don't think I do. It's been a long time since I've streamed, so I'm a little bit rusty. But a lot of people have been saying that Andrade is unhappy in AEW, and he just posted the GIF of him going, "Okay, how you know?" Okay, how you know? Well, I think someone said he liked to tweet about something. Oh, he unliked it. Oh, no. So, okay. Yeah, so he liked a tweet from someone that says, says Tony, you signed Miro to AEW away from rival organization just to have him do what exactly? Didn't think I'd miss the day would come that I missed Rusev Day. He's been used worse with y'all than he was in WWE. Same goes with Andrade. So he liked that. So I think everyone thinks he's unhappy there. Miro liked to tweet too. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I don't know what it was. Let me see. Rusev Day was incredible. I loved Rusev Day so much. Oh, so he liked to tweet that says, are you still in AEW? Seems like you had it better in WWE. That's what he liked. Yep. It seems like that's the only one. So now we're just pretending Miro didn't have one of the best TNT title reigns. Dude, it's crazy. Plus, like, not only that, but like his all of his like vignettes that he does about the Redeemer, it's so good. Like, he may not wrestle as much as he like we feel like he should. Maybe he's dealing with an injury, maybe he's dealing with something else. I have no idea. But what Rusev ever since they started stopped the whole gaming thing with Kip Sabian and he got into the Redeemer and the TNT Championship, Miro has been pure flames the whole entire time. To this day, it's still great to me. I love it, and I can't wait to see what Miro and Malachi Black are gonna do. I assume Miro versus Malachi Black at All Out. It's gonna be flames. And I don't think that he's gonna join the House of Black. I don't think so. No, he's still doing them, Vance. He's still doing them. They don't happen every single week, but he doesn't wrestle very often. But that's the thing too. I don't think that I've talked about this all the time. Rotating roster, right? I don't think I'm not a firm believer that someone needs to wrestle every single week. I don't even think a person needs to be on TV every single week. There are certain people, and I still think that early day NXT was a really, really like, it was the perfect, maybe not perfect, because I feel like it could always be a little bit better, but NXT, early day NXT, back before, oh, I'm losing frames. I'm gonna wait a second. Come on, come back to green. I'm dropping frames. Still dropping frames. Come on. Okay, I don't think it's gonna get better, so I'm just gonna work through it. He doesn't wrestle as much as people probably want him to. Like his last match was the All Atlantic Championship match, which was fantastic, right? Really, really, really good match. And then before that, he was featured twice for that, and now he's gone again. So for like Miro, he kind of like comes in, does something, and then dips out. And I don't see any problem with that. Like, I would way rather see these people come in and do something of importance or something that's good and then just leave, as opposed to being like, hey, we need to put Miro on TV every single week. What are we going to have him do? Oh, let's have him squash this guy, or let's have him squash this guy. Let's put him in this like crappy feud that we have no interest in, that's not going to do anything for anyone. Like, it would make so much more sense if everything was meaningful. When is Buddy Matthews coming back? I have no idea. That is a good question. Buddy Matthews return to AEW. Let's see if someone has posted it. So this was posted July 21st. This is Wrestling Inc. It's just a tweet from Dave Meltzer saying that he's on an Australian tour. Doesn't say anything about when he'll be coming back at all. Ain't no way Tamina got a pop. See, I'm telling you, man, the hardcore WWE fans, they're different. They're different, man. I disagree. You should be full-time if you're used right. I mean, it's possible, but like, okay, so you can't have every single person on your roster be used full-time. There's not enough time. So I think there are certain people that if you want to put a focus on them for your show, nothing wrong with that. But you can't put everyone on TV every single week. And that's why I think it's important to rotate your roster. You don't necessarily have to do like on 1 week, off the next week, or off 2 weeks, on 2 weeks. You don't have to necessarily do that, but like, if you have nothing for someone, why not give them 3 months off? Why not? Give them a healing period. Let them take a vacation for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. If you're not going to use them, why does it matter? You know what I mean? It broke again. Broke again. But I also, like I said, I think there are people that are pivotal to have on TV often. I think a world champion should be on TV fairly often. I don't think they should wrestle all the time, but they should certainly be there. How am I liking this episode overall? It doesn't feel much different to me, to be honest. And on the other side of that, I haven't really been watching it. I've been mostly reading chat. Pac is wrestling all over the world defending it. It's fine. Yeah, I don't mind the All Atlantic Championship. It's kind of cool to have a representation of AEW elsewhere. Except the champion, he needs to be on TV every single week. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily. Yeah, I know. I agree. I think the champion should be there. Not necessarily wrestle like I was saying, but they should be factored in somewhere. Promo, backstage video, whatever it is. I think that they should be a part of it for sure. And I think it'd be okay for a champ to miss a week, a week, 1 week here and there, but I wouldn't do too much. In my opinion, no, world champion should always open or close the show. Fair enough. Fair enough. Why is it great for a company to mention their greater competition? Honestly, I don't believe WWE sees them as a threat. They got wrecked by WCW and they just bought WCW. They said screw it. I mean, technically I think people in WWE are lying when they say they don't see AEW as a threat, because they believe that people texting each other. They literally, on a conference call, they said that they're in competition with people texting each other. So anything that takes an eyeball off of TV, they say is competition. So they, of course, see them as competition in that fact. You see deals like Japan and Mexico come back. But I don't think that WWE is going to work with people in the long run. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to change. I would never expect a WWE New Japan crossover show or AEW or Impact or anything like that. I don't think so. But I follow that up with weirder things have happened. Cody Rhodes left AEW and went to WWE. Bryan Danielson left WWE and went to AEW. Takeshita should beat Pac for the title. I wouldn't be mad at that. Ciampa and Lashley are next. Nice. All right, let's get a poll going then. Man, if I could actually watch the show, that would kind of be nice. Who will walk out of Raw as the United States champion? And still Bobby Lashley and new Tommaso Ciampa. Opinion on Ethan Page. I really like Ethan Page. I think he's very talented. But like I said, it's that whole thing where like people can't always be used for everything. And I think that it's a huge downfall for when he signed so many people. And I don't understand the reason why. Maybe it's just because like, hey, you only have one opportunity. So if you don't sign them, someone else is going to. Maybe that was the reason why. But signing so many people, like, it's only natural that people are going to come out of that being mad, because you can't give all of these people something to do. You can't. And I don't know if it's because he had envisioned something else for Rampage, like they expected it to do better, or they expected for it to be a 2-hour show and live, or I don't know if they were kind of like factoring in Ring of Honor stuff for some of them, thinking that they're going to split their roster in half. I don't know. But why is Pac always on Dark? Because he does his title defenses are for different promotions overseas. So I wouldn't put that on my TV show. Most people probably aren't going to care about that. Is WWE having another draft? I am under the impression that they are. I'm still waiting for them to explain Lashley never getting his match for the WWE title that he was never beaten for. Yeah, we'll never get an explanation for any of that. USA or TBS won't ever cancel Raw, NXT, or AEW because that's those highest rated shows for them. I don't know. There's a lot of people under the impression that AEW is going to get canceled by TBS and TNT. I don't think so. I don't feel like there's really any signs of any of that anywhere other than just people purely speculating. So I don't quite understand that. In terms of like USA for Raw and NXT, I don't think that Raw or NXT will ever, or SmackDown for that matter, I don't think any of them would ever get canceled. But I could definitely see them moving elsewhere, only because when time comes up, there's going to be a bidding war somewhere. And I think potentially at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if NBC Universal just bought WWE and just put it on Peacock and had all of it. Streaming is the future. And I think it's only a matter of time before something like that happens. Do Pac's defenses in other promotions count on his AEW record? That's a good question. Let's find out. So Pac doesn't have a title history thing. So Pac's singles record is 3-0 right now. So I assume so. I would say yeah. Wait. Did Nikki and Doudrop get in a wreck in the background? Why is there a wrecked car in the background? And why is there no mention of it? What? Dude, what is going on in the background of that? Why did no one mention the car wreck? Promo by Kevin was fantastic. Yes, badass promo by Kevin Owens. Absolutely. I think I'm a little bit behind, by the way. How is Dynamite's quality nowadays? I haven't watched since Kenny got injured. I still very much enjoy Dynamite. I enjoy it. I don't know how it compares to previous, but I'm still enjoying it. One of the things that I really want to do is, if we're actually gonna be here a lot, I want to go back and watch some AEW stuff. Like I want to go back and watch, do watch alongs, obviously, for them, and do like the first couple episodes of Dynamite, like maybe the first couple episodes of Rampage, maybe the first couple AEW pay-per-views, like All In. I really want to go back and do like a watch along of All In. I feel like that'd be so much fun. And of course, like Double or Nothing, the first one, I've never watched it. So I really, really want to do that. I think that'd be so much fun. So much fun. Who should dethrone the Usos? I don't know. I don't know. But I think that the dual title thing has ran its course. So anything they can do to split those up, I feel like they should certainly do. Hey, they're actually making the US championship feel important. I like that. Thumbs up for me, man. Thumbs up for me. And of course it just froze. Of course. Unless it's live, I can't really get into Rampage. Fair enough. I always enjoy Rampage. I feel like it's a very solid show. Even when the card doesn't look that great, the wrestling is great. But I completely understand why people have zero interest in tuning into a taped show. Um, it's not hard to come across the spoilers, whether you want to see them or not. And at that point, I mean, is it really that important? Especially if you're someone who watches all the wrestling, like you're gonna watch Raw for 3 hours on Monday, NXT for 2 hours on Tuesday, Dynamite for 2 hours on Wednesday, and then what? Impact is on for 2 hours on Thursday, and I think is that when New Japan Strong is on, or is that Fridays or Tuesdays? But anyway, and then you have SmackDown for 2 hours, and then you have Rampage for an hour as well. Like, man, at that point, if you watch all that stuff, a taped show at the end of it is the last of everyone's concerns, really. Should go back and watch NXT. I mean, I'm cool for that. I'm cool for that too. Could do some like old takeovers or like some really early NXTs. I'm all cool for that. Don't forget NXT UK. I've never really watched NXT UK. I've only seen there were a couple of matches that people had like recommended that you just have to watch, and I watched those. But other than that, I haven't seen anything for it. I've heard it's good though. Sometimes the spoilers help if you heard a match is getting rave reviews. Absolutely, very true as well. Everyone said that Claudio and Takeshita from Battle of the Belts was really good. So I do feel like that kind of helped hype it up a little bit as well. So yeah, I mean, I can see both ways for it, but I also just think that at the end of the week, it's just kind of brutal. Am I doing a watch along for the UK show? Clash of the Cancel. Actually, what time is that at? Clash at the Castle. Is that going to be at a weird time? Oh man, I hope not. WWE returns to UK. No, I don't want to sign up for your WWE thing. Oh, it's at 10 a.m. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's at 10 a.m. You can do a Discord watch along for members only. Yeah, very possible. Very possible. Yeah, I'll have to figure out the whole like how that stuff's gonna work. I do have a Discord, but I don't really use it because I do so much stuff, you know. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll do something. I really want to be able to do stuff like that, and you know, I really I had the intention of watching and doing reviews for Lucha Underground, and I kind of like had a plan in place to do it, and I just got so busy that I wasn't able to. 10 in the morning, yeah. 10 a.m. Yes, I am West Coast. I am on the West Coast, which sometimes is a blessing, but also sometimes it's a curse. So 10 a.m. for West Coast, 1 p.m., 1 in the afternoon for East Coast. We need the No One Will Survive theme. Yes, absolutely. That'd be so good. Have I watched the WoW? Are you talking about like the Women of Wrestling? I have not, if that's what you're referring to. What do I think of Ciampa's new theme? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm bringing it up. Oh my god. Chad Gable. It's all right. I like the intro to it, but I feel like it kind of dies off afterwards. A Starbucks coffee watch along. It will definitely have to be one of those if it happens. What day was it? September 3rd. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, you watched How I Met Your Mother. Did you watch all of it? What'd you think of it? No, they're not crowning new women's tag champs tonight. They just started the tournament. You love Bobby's entrance? It's good. Good presentation. I like it. Trevin says, oh no, wait. What if the Miz turns on Ciampa and then Gargano costs Miz the main event later? Possible. Very possible. I mean, there are reports of people saying that Papa H doesn't want to slow down at all. And if he doesn't want to slow down, I feel like that's the easiest way to do it, is just bring in Gargano. I watched both the Ant-Man movies. They were good. Makes me excited for the third one. Yeah, I like the Ant-Man movies as well. I think they're pretty good. I'm excited for the next one. I really, I've been pretty delayed with watching TV shows and movies. We just watched Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, or whatever it's called. Super good movie. I loved that. Absolutely loved it. It's fantastic. AJ versus The Miz ain't gonna help the third hour. What is there a reason why they are having a no DQ match, by the way? Thor Love and Thunder could have been better. I really kind of don't want to watch that movie, to be honest. I've heard such terrible things about it. I don't even know. Doctor Strange 3 wasn't for you. The new Marvel movies just aren't for you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Love and Thunder is mid. That's what I have heard. Yes. I mean, most people don't really like the Thor movies to begin with. No disrespect to the Miz, but ain't nobody getting excited for a Miz match. Hey, I mean, maybe if it's no DQ. What? No, I didn't. Oh, I did see it, but I didn't see that it was. Oh, I didn't. Loki was stupid good. Stupid good. Love and Thunder butchered the God Butcher story so badly. I see. I'm not familiar with any Marvel stuff aside from the movies, so that kind of stuff wouldn't bother me. It bothers me with DC movies, but because I know that kind of stuff, but I don't for Marvel. DC is a joke at this point. Like no one cares at this point when there's a DC movie coming out. It's all bad these days, man. The guy from Loki is the main villain of Ant-Man 3. Are you talking about Kang the Conqueror? Miz is the definition of a 2.5 3.5 star wrestler, and that's totally okay. Just need to keep away from the main event. I think there's a time and a place for the Miz, personally. I enjoy the Miz in certain aspects, not all of them. I'm not sure an AJ Styles Miz match, a no DQ one, is gonna be good. And I honestly, like I said, I don't even know why it's happening. But I guess we'll see. I heard DC is planning a 10-year plan for their movies, just like how Marvel does. I mean, if they are, they're like 5 years too late for that. They're having so many struggles right now. Oh man. Thor movies have always sucked. Haven't seen Love and Thunder, but Ragnarok is the only movie I remotely enjoyed. Yeah, Ragnarok was good. Black Adam looks really good. I love Black Adam. Like, for me, like, my DC characters are Black Adam and the Reverse Flash. So I'm super excited about being able to see Black Adam like actually become a reality on screen. And I'm sad that the Reverse Flash is just not going to happen, because Ezra Miller's a nut job, and he's fighting everyone and their mothers, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, I heard that they canceled Batgirl, which it's done. If a movie's already done, why don't you just release it on your streaming platform? I don't get it. I don't get it. DC only has the Batman and Joker movies. I mean, I haven't even seen the new Batman movie because I'm kind of like turned off from it, but I really like the Joker. Really like the Joker. I've always wanted to see Michael C. Hall play Reverse Flash. And if you don't know, Michael C. Hall is Dexter. Okay, I'm looking for your How I Met Your Mother text. Okay, here it is. I watched all of it. I love that the slot bet was very good. Yes. Hated how Barney went back to being the playboy he was before Robin was supposed to be the only one for him. How did you feel about the end, Vanch? How did you feel about the end? How'd you feel about that? This Shazam movie, by the way, since I'm reading this Black Adam thing, looks okay too. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. You saw a video of Ezra Miller giving death threats to someone. Dude has like, I mean, he's always kind of been crazy, but he's just off his rocker. Guys, off his rocker. I doubt that we'll ever see the Flash. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Sounds like Vince took over DC. Man, it's like, dude, Warner Bros. Like they literally just sabotage everything. Everything. They ruin absolutely everything that they touch with DC. Especially at the beginning, like they ruined dude, I hated Suicide Squad. Not this newer one, the original one. Terrible movie. Terrible. I hated it. And I found out that they like WB changed everything of it. Like they changed the villain of Suicide Squad was supposed to be God, what's his name? He's in Justice League. Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf was supposed to be the villain in Suicide Squad, and all those weird like goop dudes were supposed to be like parademons and stuff, but they like came in last minute and made him change it all, and that's why it was Enchantress. It was just, it pisses me off. Zack Snyder's Justice League just showed me everything I needed to know. Dude, Zack Snyder's Justice League, I thought it was incredible. Incredible. I loved the like, what it was like 4.5 hours or something like that. It's so good. So good. I watched it, I think 2 or 3 times now. I wouldn't mind going and watching it again. No, Tony, I don't think that they've explained the car crash. I don't think so. Where it says Ayer's Suicide Squad was dumpster juice, hated that I paid to watch it. Yeah, it was just so bad. So bad. And you know, I don't know if it would have been good had they not interfered. I don't know. It's just too long. 4 hours is way too long for a single movie. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can absolutely see that. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if they split it into 2 parts. I think wasn't it originally supposed to be 2 parts anyways? Or no, that was the first part. And they're not going to do the second part. But yeah, it is long, but for me, like, to be like an ultimate fanboy of it and just like love it and appreciate it so much, it didn't bother me. Didn't bother me. Yeah, I saw the Shazam Fury of the Gods trailer. It looks, like I said, it looks okay. It looks like it'll just be a good movie. Yes, I saw the Black Panther one. It looks good. Looks good. I'm curious to see what they do with Black Panther. Yeah, Shazam does look like a Marvel movie. There's a movie coming out in a few years called Heaven or Hell, which I'm starring in. Nice. Congratulations on that. That's really cool, man. You'll have to remind me at some point to check that out. And also so much slow motion for no reason at all, like it adds nothing, is rather frustrating. Does it? I don't necessarily remember off the top. For me, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I would have sat in the movie theater for 4 hours and watched it if it was available. That's my kind of, like, I am like one of those, I guess, rare people I'm maybe not so rare these days, but like before, man, like no one liked Man of Steel, no one liked Batman vs Superman, no one liked any of that stuff. I loved it. I loved all of them. I want more. Yes, I liked Watchmen as well. Watchmen's pretty long too, isn't it? It's like 3 hours or something. I thought Watchmen was great. What's the run time on this guy? Yeah, 2 hours and 43 minutes. No, I do not watch any sort of soccer, Paul. I don't watch much TV at all. Pretty much the only TV that I really watch is Dynamite, Rampage, and we watch Ms. and Mrs. and we watch Jersey Shore, and that's wrestling. Honestly, doesn't feel like black and gold. Still good matches. Yeah, you know, but that's what I was saying. I don't know if that works for Raw or SmackDown. Like they have such larger audiences than NXT ever did, so I don't necessarily know if that formula would even work here. I don't think like if people are actually expecting like a pure black and gold NXT on Raw and SmackDown, I just don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it'll happen. You watch that show, the Miz one, Miz and Mrs. Yeah, I watch it with my fiance. It's enjoyable. I mean, it's not like anything to write home about. It's very, very scripted. It's very scripted. But it's still it's fun to watch for 20 minutes. That's not that big of a deal. I don't watch anything live other than Dynamite and Rampage though. Everything else we watch DVR. Still feels like WWE style, not NXT style. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever get away from this. I don't. The ending wasn't good. So Vance talking about How I Met Your Mother again. Ending wasn't good. I loved how Barney changed himself for Robin, but in the end, everything went extremely bad. Yeah. Ooh, the Miz just saved Ciampa. I'm not a fan at all of the end of How I Met Your Mother. And it irritates me even more that they, at least they claim that they knew the ending like years in advance. Like it very much felt like hey, you guys are canceled tomorrow and you have like 3 episodes to put together to finish your show. Like that's how I kind of felt about it. Could you imagine if Ciampa won? Ciampa won via roll up. Little flatliner. You actually thought he had it? I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm not mad at either how this ends. I don't care either way. Hit him in his little Lashley's. Face into the turnbuckle. Twice. It just completely mounted him. You greatly prefer Ciampa to get away from the Miz? Me too. Absolutely, me too. Dude, how far behind am I? Yeah, Tony. Same, man. I felt disrespected by that too. Like, dude, they had so many seasons of that. Okay, I got the Gargano escape now. I'm about a minute behind. Wow, okay. Crowd is on their feet. When you see WWE crowd on their feet, almost never. Almost never. Like I said earlier, like it was so annoying when you're watching WWE when they're like piping in the crowd noise because everyone's just like this. It's like, dude, I don't believe that these people are cheering, but it's so good to see people standing up, people cheering, people actually reacting. Good stuff. Hurt Lock. There we go. And still, Bobby Lashley wins. Good match. Who can beat Bobby? That's a good question. I don't know. I like it when WWE manages to make me believe for a second that unpredictable might happen because they're so predictable. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Vanch, AJ did interfere in the match. Yeah. Well, he like interfered because he was trying to stop the Miz from interfering. So he didn't necessarily he didn't mess with Bobby Lashley or anything. He was just trying to get the Miz away. Ciampa was very close. Very close. Ciampa's time will come at Survivor Series. It's possible. It's very possible. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up feuding with the Miz for a while. Oh god, it's Omos. Yeah. Super Shredder, man. Time for the Super Shredder. He's gonna have a handicap match for whatever reason. Ciampa vs. Owens would be good. Yep. Omos is so bad. Yeah. Dude, I have zero interest in anything that has to do with Omos. Literally nothing. No thanks. What if Omos beats Lashley for the title? Man, that would be a cold day. Be a cold day. Sorry, I'm writing a post really quick. I will ride every possible tease and, and get your hope up, really. I mean, hey, it's not too late. He could still show up during the main event. It's very possible. Very possible. Who's worse, Omos or Tall? I don't know, man. I mean, man, I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that. They're like equally as bad. I mean, I see more of Omos, so that kind of like makes me want to like lean towards him. But also, I really, really, really hated the Team Jay Lethal and Samoa Joe feud. So I don't know. How's the show been? Okay. But like I said, I'm not really sitting here watching it. Like it takes so much to like read chat, and I still miss like a bunch of it. So it's it's hard to tell. I've had a good time being here. I've had a really good time being here, if that helps. He really hit the Gargano escape and still lost. Yeah, feels bad, man, right? They aren't doing Miz versus Styles for nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels weird to have Miz versus Styles in a no DQ match in the main event of Raw. But like, I don't watch, so I don't know. Maybe there was something that happened last week that led up to this. I don't know. Omos versus Shaq. Hook and Orange Cassidy cut the best promos. Just Omos is 1 in a billion. Johnny's definitely coming. Get ready, boys. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. If Omos beats Lashley for the title, I'm convinced it's Vince McMahon in a Triple H costume. Absolutely, I would feel that way too. I would feel that way too. But with this, reading the SmackDown results alone was like, okay, yeah. Vince isn't calling the shots. He's not. Carlito? Yeah, dude. You know, I'm surprised they didn't end up working out something with Carlito. Dude was so over. Like, social media went crazy for Carlito, and that was it. I remember, dude, that stream was crazy because I think it was that stream, and then like the next like 3 or 4 afterwards where like people were just like, Carlito, what's Carlito doing? Where's Carlito? Did he sign with Carlito? Like, I'm like, damn, dude. Like, everyone was super into Carlito. Like, damn. We need to talk about this too. We need to talk about not necessarily carrying cross returning, but what they're gonna do with this. John Morrison returning. Oh God. If it was up to Vince, Omos would be world champion. Dude, I think Vince is still living his wet dream right now with having Roman Reigns have 2 championships at the same time. Man, like, dude, that's just things that he could only dream of. So this is why we're getting the no DQ match. Yep. Here it is. Here it is. Oh God. Here we go. Dude, Omos, I just can't take him seriously because he sounds exactly like Super Shredder. Every time I hear him, all I think about is the Ninja Turtles and Super Shredder underneath that bridge. That's the only thing that comes through my mind. The MVP really downgraded to Omos when Bobby's now champion. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Vince definitely got the new Roman Reigns daddy shirt. Oh, 100%. 100%. If Johnny's actually returning, I'm going to switch to watch Raw every week. Loved him back in NXT. Yeah, Johnny Gargano's great. I mean, and I think all of this has really worked out in his favor where, he got out of NXT during the start of 2.0 and stuff. And then, he's had all this time with his child and his wife. And now, like, the landscape of WWE has just completely shifted. Like, who in their right mind would have ever thought that in 2022 Vince McMahon would have retired? Forced or not? No one. Everyone was still under the impression, even when all that NDA stuff broke and all that Wall Street Journal stuff, like, everyone was still under the impression that Vince McMahon was going to sit in that chair until he died. So this is, it's nuts, man. It's very crazy. Yeah, he is very lucky. He's very lucky. Everything worked out perfect for him. Now, if they're ready to come back, they have a perfect position on the main roster in WWE to go to. In all seriousness, they need to get one of the titles off of Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle. We can't keep having Raw without a world champion. Yes, perfect. I'm glad that you mentioned that because we can talk about that instead of watching this match. So, what if, okay. How do they separate one of the titles from Roman? Can they change the Clash match to a triple threat just for one of the titles? See, like in my mind, for me, when I said that I thought that Roman should win both titles, I'm under the impression that you don't combine them, right? You defend your WWE Championship, you defend your Universal Championship. One for Raw, one for SmackDown. I would have never combined them into one because when you do that, now you kind of screw yourself, right? Because your options are, one, you have to have someone carry both the titles, or two, at the end of the day, you're going to have to introduce a new title, and then you're going to combine those two titles into one to get back to it, right? So if you defend two at the same time, it's Roman, right? So Roman can have two matches. If Roman has two matches in one night, you can make an explanation, have him have a no disqualification match against Brock Lesnar, right? For the WWE Championship. It's going to be brutal as hell. Roman retains. And then next up, he's got to defend the Universal Championship in a match against Drew McIntyre. Fresh Drew McIntyre after Roman's had his ass beat against Brock, right? It's only it makes a lot of sense that he could naturally lose the second one and it wouldn't really hurt him in any way. That's how I would have booked all of this. But they're kind of in a mess now. And he's having him defend him. So what I'm kind of wondering is, and I apologize for bringing this into the universe. I really do. I really apologize. But what happens what happens if Austin Theory cashes in his Money in the Bank contract and wins? Does he technically win both championships, or does he only win one of them? You could maybe make some sort of thing happen where that happens to take one of the titles off. It's going to be, I'm assuming we're going to see a triple threat at Clash. So who's to say that Austin Theory doesn't cash in the match and beat Drew or beat Cross? You know what I mean? Where is it? Speaking of, he hasn't been on the show at all. Yeah, he's been completely absent, right? He was on SmackDown though, wasn't he? Or was that on Raw where they did the whole your daddy thing? Oh God, this guy's back. His uncle passed away recently? Okay, that explains it. You would laugh so hard for it? It's also kind of crazy that Rollins and Riddle are working together, considering that Rollins hated him. And if I remember correctly, he refused to work with him early on. Triple threat, first fall for WWE World Heavyweight Championship, second fall for Universal. I'd be down with that. I'd be down for that, Sean. Who's back? No one's back at the moment. There's a Seth Rollins promo going on right now. Van says, but seriously, Seth is someone who can carry the WWE Championship. You know how he is. For me, Seth is a perfect guy. Yeah, you can absolutely, for me, if Vince has his when his back is to the corner, he has Brock Lesnar and he has gold for the things that he needs. My guys would be Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. I feel like those are two dudes that you can always seriously count on for whatever it is. especially like they could both be heels, they could both be baby faces, they can both cut promos, they can both do like weird segments, you know, like the KO show or whatever. I think Seth Rollins could do something like that too. Like they're great at everything. Those are two go-tos that you could do anything you needed. They could do. They buried the hatchet a while back. Yes. Oh, this guy's back. I meant Seth. Seth is appearing twice. Is what I meant. Both the Triple H guys. Yeah, absolutely. Tamina should join the Bloodline. I disagree, man. I don't think that Tamina would do anything positive for the Bloodline. Personally. If they're gonna have a female join the Bloodline, I would have it be Naomi. All right, so we got Gable and Uncle Ziggy, right? AJ Styles is fantastic as well. AJ is definitely someone that you could count on as well. But I feel like Kevin Owens and Rollins, they bring like a certain intensity that I don't necessarily get from AJ Styles, at least not today. Where is Robert Roode? I don't know. He showed up like a while ago, didn't he? Not too long ago. Look at how they massacred Otis. Dude, it's nuts. It is nuts. I will never understand the Otis transformation. I will never get it. Dude was super over with Heavy Machinery. He was a fun comedy act. Good stuff. Guy accidentally wins Money in the Bank, right? And it was okay. And then all of a sudden it just went downhill with like people trying to, I think it was The Miz, right? Trying to take the title or the briefcase off of him. And dude, all of that stuff was just so bad. And then they released Tucker. Didn't they have Tucker beat up Otis? And then like they never gave an explanation. And then like they released him. Like, bro, come on. Come on. Random thought, but I'd love to see Aussie Open have a run at the AEW tag division. Yeah. I'd be down with that. I'm not too familiar with them other than what I've seen of them in AEW with Will Ospreay, but it was great. And man, AEW is just too stacked in general. Like their tag division is stacked, their world champion scene is stacked, their trios division is crazy. Like it's crazy how stacked their trios division is for not being a traditional like championship. It's kind of crazy. You see a guy named Paul a few minutes ago. Looks like he didn't have a good day at work. He was really angry here. Wait, what? No, I didn't see anything like that in here. I don't believe. Otis winning Money in the Bank was what eventually ruined him. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't get it. Otis would have been a dominant world champion. I wouldn't have had him successfully cash in. I wouldn't. I would have. He's a comedy guy at that point. You know, I would have had him just do fun stuff. The briefcase. And they should have a woman do that at some point because they always just be having them win it and then cash in on the same night, except for Carmella. I'm talking about giving him a championship, but a good storyline is something AJ needs. It's been a long time since he's had that, you know. His story with the Edge was a letdown too. Yeah, absolutely. Like the last really good thing that comes to mind from AJ Styles was him and Samoa Joe. That was really, 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 really good. And I'm hoping that with Papa H in control now, that hopefully we can kind of return to stuff like that. That was just like something that just, it was must see. Like it was so good. You had to be there to see it. I still can't believe Otis won Money in the Bank. I thought he was going to be the first one to cash in for the tag titles, which also I feel like that would have been cool too. I would have been really cool for that. I wouldn't have mind. If Kenny Omega ever debuts for WWE, would you see him being world champion within a year? Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of it would reflect more negatively on WWE or management to spend so much money on someone the caliber of Kenny Omega and not use them properly. I don't think it would ever happen. I think that ship sailed when AEW launched. Because I'm pretty sure the Bucks and Kenny were considering going to WWE. They had like some sort of creative control and they had like a 6-month out. They had all this stuff, but they ended up doing AEW. And Cody's a different story than them. He's completely different than them. AJ fell off since being put with Omos. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. But I don't really think it would take anything to get AJ right back up, aside from just putting him there. You know? He said Ciampa couldn't even win with a crossface. What an idiot. That's what he said. Oh. Gargano escape. You know what's weird is that I don't know, like with the whole, so if you're not familiar with Chris Benoit, he used the crippler crossface. That was like one of his submissions. And I swear, like after all that stuff happened, there was like a ban on crossfaces. Like they didn't happen for so long. And then like a year or a year and a half, 2 years ago or whatever, that just like completely changed and everyone in the world started doing crossfaces again. It's kind of weird. Match should be good. Yeah, absolutely. Dolph Ziggler is also someone who I feel like is very reliable. Very reliable. And if it were me, if I'm Booker Man, I would probably have something for Uncle Ziggy to do. I think he's an incredible talent. I think for him, I think he just mostly focuses on his comedy stuff, so I don't really think he cares. But I would have him be in important feuds, main eventing, world titles, all the good stuff. Triple H always wanted to sign the Elite, so he would definitely push him to the moon. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I just feel like if anything, if you have someone of that caliber and you don't make them a world champion, I think that's just kind of your problem. Like, you're going to spend a fortune to get them, and people are going to eat you alive because you're not doing it. Huh? No. I can't hear you. These are... Oh, we'll go lay down. What? I didn't know there was more than one. Who do I think are Triple H guys? All of his children from NXT. I consider those his guys. Ryan Nemeth's brother has potential. Yeah, I mean, I see his stuff on BT. I don't really watch Dark or Elevation or anything, so I can't speak on that. But from the few matches that I have seen, he seems pretty talented. Ziggy getting a match on Raw as a W, yeah, for sure. Thank God they chose to create AEW. If the Bucks went to WWE, they probably wouldn't have had Matt Jackson on Raw and Nick on SmackDown. Maybe. Very possible. But also, like I said, I feel like that reflects badly on, that would reflect badly on them. And you know, being a tag team, they must have really had a good deal to be a tag team, and actually considering to go to WWE under the VKM era is kind of nuts. Maybe Dolph will get a push. Maybe. Yeah, it'll actually be kind of interesting to see who wins this match. Because Gable is stupid talented too. Someone that I've always really enjoyed. And have always wanted to see them push a little bit more. I still think, you know, like, I think I've mentioned it here a bunch of times, but I always wanted to see like Team Angle 2.0 with Gable and Jason Jordan, and obviously Kurt Angle managing them. Oh, dude, that would have been so good. Like, that's that it writes itself. Why didn't that happen? You know, like how do you not make that happen? And then also like the whole like Jason Jordan child storyline was stupid, but we're gonna skip past that. Why didn't Gable? He's the one that should have beat Kurt Angle, not Baron Corbin. Too, like, I feel like that stuff is just so like simple. Like, how can he mess that up? Heel Angle GM with American Alpha as his enforcers. Dude, so good. So good. So good. Chad Gable's a modern day Kurt Angle. Yeah, that's why it makes so much sense. And that's why I feel like Chad Gable should have beat Kurt Angle in his last match to put him over. I think that would have been a really cool moment. But for whatever reason, they gave it to Baron Corbin because people will boo him or whatever it is. That's one of the things like in WWE that I don't necessarily know if like the people there just don't know, or like it's just necessarily their fan base that doesn't really know. But I'm a firm believer that you can look good in defeat. Like Takeshita, right? And Claudio. I don't think that reflected bad on Takeshita at all. To lose that match was a banger. If you put on a good match and you lose, I don't see that as a problem. If you lose in like a geeky way in some crappy 3-minute match, then yeah, I see that as a problem. But there's no reason that a babyface Chad Gable couldn't have beat a babyface Kurt Angle. And, you know, it could have been like an emotional moment, you know, where like Gable could have looked up to him as like his idol or whatever, and you could have did that, and then you could have did the classic like, just like him. Nick Jackson world title agenda. The Elite would have shined in NXT, but would have fallen off on the main roster unless they would have managed to impress Vince. Otherwise, you know what happens. Many ex-Black and Gold NXT guys. Yeah, exactly. Like, so many people, you know, I'm going to hold everyone to this because I've watched it, okay? When FTR, or the Revival, when they debuted on Raw, people went crazy. People went nuts because they were such a good team and they were popular. And then they dragged them down. They just kept dragging them down. And then, you know, they had that stuff with them like shaving each other's backs and stuff. The FTRKO stuff would have been incredible. But, you know, at that point, like, so many people, the WWE fans, they were saying that the Revival, they're not good wrestlers. They're boring. Neither one of them can talk. Blah, 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 blah. And it just goes to show you that nothing has changed, right? It just goes to show you that if you let people do what they do best, then they can impress. FTR is on a run of a lifetime right now that may never be able to be duplicated again. People are saying that Dax Harwood is Wrestler of the Year. Singles Wrestler of the Year. The guy is in a tag team. Puts on absolute bangers in singles competition, and so does Cash. So, it, you know, it's just kind of crazy. Just because Roman beat Undertaker and got heel heat, it doesn't mean Corbin beating Angle will work like that. That's just how they think, though. Like, that's what I don't understand that. I just really don't. And I don't think that Brock Lesnar should have beat the Undertaker streak. I don't think Roman should have beat the Undertaker streak either. Like, I'm having mic troubles? Really? It sounds fine to me. If there are mic issues, please let me know. I'll try to fix it. The Undertaker streak should have remained forever. You will never convince me otherwise. The Undertaker streak should have never been beat. I don't care. I know that the Undertaker wanted his streak to be beat. I don't care. You can never duplicate something like that again. It should have remained undefeated. Ooh, Ziggy gets the win. There are mic issues. What? What are the mic issues? Trump would have been perfect to break the streak in WrestleMania 26. Humberto should have beat the streak. Oh God. My voice cuts out a bit. I freeze. You know what? Hold on. Oh, dude, it froze. Come on. All right, hold on. Okay. Why is there a wreck in the background and no one is that an ambulance? Okay. Do you guys think that this car wreck is going to play into the main event at all? There's a car wreck in the background, right? There's an ambulance there, and now the police are the things that I really love about oh man, what was it they did it with recently? I mean, it wasn't recently, but I want to say that it was Father Rollins and the whole like when he was with AOP, like the whole Messiah stuff. I feel like there was something that where they kind of like the whole show was like a story, right? So, but it just kind of like slowly evolved throughout the whole show. I really like that. And if this is a part of that, 2 thumbs up from me, because I like how it wasn't even mentioned as well. Okay, so if there are any more audio issues, please let me know, because I think I've changed it. So I have my noise gate set to be pretty high, so it shouldn't cut out anymore. Shouldn't cut out anymore. Gargano's in the car wreck. They're just gonna go to the ambulance, and the doors are just gonna bust open. Johnny Gargano's gonna come out of it. Yeah, I believe that. Yes, I believe Tony. That's when Heyman was running Raw. I think. I really like stuff like that. Like when there's a method to the madness, and there's a reason to kind of stay tuned towards the whole show. I like that. Why is the car being towed and the cops are running away from it? I have no idea. The Fiend returns tonight, man. So many, dude. I swear, like lately, for the past couple of months, anytime there's a wrestling show on, the Fiend is trending. I swear. But what would the Fiend be doing? Like, he would have to feud with the Miz or AJ Styles. Omos comes out of the ambulance as his new character, Omos the Bearcat Giant. Oh my god. 2 things trend daily: Bray and Gargano. Dude, it is crazy. It's crazy. Bray is a draw. Like, people are just dying to see him back. And this was even happening before the Triple H announcement. Like, he's just literally always trending. All the time. You would like to see him in Impact? Are you talking about Bray or Gargano, Manapede? No one's returning, I feel, but something in that parking lot just reeks storyline. Definitely could be, yeah. Definitely could. Riddle is going for flushing his potential down the toilet and don't believe me, ask Dana White. That's wrong. Is that what he said? Bray? See, I I think that Bray could do well in Impact, because I mean, if it's still the same people that would do the whole like broken thing, anyone who will give Bray the budget that he needs and allow him to do the creative things that he wants to do, I think he would excel. I really do. And the reason, like, I think that him being a part of AEW, I think would be cool, just like because I want to see him there, but I also feel like it would really help set them apart from everything that they typically do. It would be a huge change of pace to have someone like Bray or Windham, whatever it is you want to call him, over there. See Tay Conti and Sammy's wedding playing Judas. I did not see that. That is funny. I did see pictures of it. I saw that Nikki was her like bridesmaid or something like that. I thought that was kind of weird. I'd be worried he wouldn't be very impactful there. Yeah, I mean, Impact is, from what I've seen, like Impact, their pay-per-views are fantastic. Like I typically always enjoy the ones that I tune into. Their weekly product is okay. Like it's not necessarily for me, but I also feel like I don't know what it is, but I feel like Impact is just missing something. There's something missing from Impact. I don't know if it's star power or if it's budget or it's to go to Impact Slammiversary. I think it was Slammiversary. And the tickets were like $33 each. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And I don't know if you remember the pictures that I took from it, but we were like close. It was very small, but we were very close, and the show was fantastic. It was like, honestly, it was like the best $30 I've ever spent. Impact is missing a big TV deal and star power. But see, like, a TV deal doesn't necessarily like matter to me. I feel like it's something more about their actual show. You know? Like, for me, I couldn't care less. Like, if 16 people watch Monday Night Raw and it's fantastic, I like it. If 20 million people watch Monday Night Raw and I like it, then I like it. You know, like, I don't necessarily care about stuff like that, like viewership or ratings or anything. Like, I very much enjoy the things that I like, and I dislike the things that I dislike too. But also, like, so I kind of feel like star power is it as well. But if you had someone like, let's say you just they had Kenny Omega, right? And that didn't really necessarily change anything about how Impact felt. I don't know. Maybe it's just multiple things that they're missing. I don't know. Impact doesn't feel like a big show at all. Small crowd, small stage, not a really good TV deal, etc. But see, like, I kind of like, for me, I like more intimate stuff. I don't necessarily want to see 15,000 people in an arena. I mean, we're also probably talking like maybe 1,000 people, 700 people for an Impact show, maybe. But I do really like, I really like Impact's stage setup. I like it a lot. Do I think FTR will challenge for the tag champs this Wednesday? I don't think so. No, I don't think so, because it doesn't make sense to take it off Swerve and Keith Lee so quickly. $500? Yeah, so like, I don't mind the small stage. Yeah, even like NXT, like, I never felt like Black and Gold NXT was missing anything. No TV deal, very small as well. Very small stage design, but also a very, very good stage design as well. Old NXT stage was goated. The current Impact stage is good. The new Ring of Honor stage that they're using for Death Before Dishonor, and I think they used it for whatever that other show was, it's so good. Like, the big screen with the two ones on the side, it's perfect. It's perfect. Give us weapons. Yeah, they're already on the outside. They're going to town. Johnny's hiding under the ring. Impact needs to sign more talent. I'm under the impression they don't really sign that many people, right? I think there's like a couple people that are signed, but most of them are like working some other deals. You love the AEW stage. It gives off a good vibe. it does. Like, the thing that I like about the AEW stage is that it's completely unique. You know, no one else has two tunnels. No one else has tunnels whatsoever. So it's pretty cool that it makes them just completely stand apart. Although I do wish, it's kind of tiresome at this point. I really wish that they would change it up. I would really love to see like a different version of the AEW stage, an updated one. They do a lot of handshake deals. Yeah, so. Isn't the Miz from Ohio? Yeah, I believe so. Oh, they just completely missed that kick. Quality over quantity? Yeah, absolutely. Or a crowd like 2015, 2000 NXT style, about 300. I don't really care whether it's 15,000 or 100 people, as long as the crowd is active and the matches are fantastic. I enjoy the show. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Vance. Same boat. I can't have like, you definitely have to have the crowd noise, because it hurts when there's no crowd and there's no hype for it. And you know, like, for example, we went to I've gone to 2 prestige wrestling shows so far. The first one was the Roseland 2. It was so good. It was so good. I don't know how many people were there. If I had to guess, I would probably say somewhere between like 1,000 and 1,500. I would say it was at the Roseland in Portland. It was so good. It was a very good show. The talent there was crazy. Like, the crowd was going nuts and everything was good. And then I also went to a smaller prestige show that was kind of, man, it was almost kind of like a gym, honestly. It was like a big open area. And I don't know, maybe 300 people, maybe 5, maybe. It was the one that, I don't know if you remember me posting, but it was the one that had Charlie Haas on it and stuff that we went to. And it was really fun too. Like, the crowd was hype and everything. So I don't know. It's weird that Impact just, it doesn't feel, there's something missing. I don't know what it is. I don't. You would never buy the Mrs. t-shirt. I would never either. Do I like El Phantasmo? Yes. I love El Phantasmo. Yes. He reminds me of X-Pac, and I really, really like that. Who do I think is the best AEW World Champion? Easily Hangman Adam Page. Easily. How much does and countouts should a wrestling show have? Oh, how many DQs? Sorry. For some reason, I wanted to read that as DPS. A wrestling show should have 0 countouts and 0 disqualifications. They should be extremely rare. Extremely rare. Prestige wrestling, yeah. Yes, prestige wrestling. I actually have here, hold on, let me see if I can grab it. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay. So I actually we got VIP tickets to one of them, and it was really good. And there was actually like it came with like a poster that we got signed from people, and you could see like it's a pretty big show. Like, Athena was there. That's where I got my picture with her. Actually, I'm not sure if I posted that or not, but yeah, Athena was there. Lindsay Dorado was there. Taya Valkyrie was there. Alex Shelley was there. It was good. Charlie Haas was there. This is that Connors guy, I believe, from New Japan. He was there. He did really good. These guys are really good. C4. Alex Zane was there. It was a really good show. It's really good. Kenny versus Brett, Kenny versus Angle, Angle versus Brett, Rollins versus Kenny. What are these, dream matches? Chloe says just stopped by to say Adam Page sucks. That's all. Hi. Hello. Appreciate your chat. And how dare you as well. CYN shows happen in bingo halls with 25 people in it, and they act like they're a threat to other promotions. Dude, those guys are nuts. Those guys are nuts. The dream match we didn't ask for, but the one we needed: Danhausen versus the Hurricane. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. You know, one of the things that I want to do, like, if you're into gaming, I've been doing like a lot of WWE 2K22 stuff. But something that I wanted to start doing more of was just like dream matches and just random things. So like today I posted a who's the greatest AEW world champion of all time, and it's a fatal 5-way match with all the champions, and I just thought it was like a really cool thing to do. So I might end up doing like dream matches soon, and I think the match that will start it off is going to be the Undertaker and Sting for sure, 100%, and then we'll just go from there. But I think that's a fun thing that I might end up start doing. Ember Moon, she's fantastic. Yeah, I was very happy to see her. The match that she had with Taya Valkyrie was nuts too. Absolutely insane. Final minutes of Raw. Oh wow, it is. We only got 7 minutes left. You know what really makes me laugh is people really think I'm butthurt when I mess with you. Yeah, I don't think people notice that it's on like everything. I mean, at least I know. At least I know. And we're good, right? I guess that's important. Jerry Lynn versus RVD. Chris Benoit, one of your favorites. One of my favorites as well. One of my favorites as well. What are the rules in CYN? I have no idea, to be honest. The last thing that I heard about CYN is that they have actual dark matches where they turn off the lights and it's dark. You can't see anything. There haven't been any stupid segments or stupid finish DQs. Yeah, no. Overall, like, WWE posted on the Bird app what's going on in the... Oh, they did? I guess, you know, it would be much easier for me to just search WWE. Oh yeah, what is going on in the WWE Raw parking lot? Do they go over these days? Can't do super kicks or Canadian destroyers? It's obviously not possible anymore, but I would have loved to see the Undertaker versus Sting in a cinematic match. Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That would have been really cool. Sometimes they do go over. Okay. Yeah, because we only got 5 minutes left. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen. Oh, you guys are ahead of me. Raw was enjoyable today too. I remember a time when there were stupid segments and useless 2-minute matches every week. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this seems like it's a step in the right direction. I can't speak too much of it because I honestly I haven't been watching it that much. Like, if you could tell, like, it's over here, but I'm just like, how's it going, Joshua? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Raw is 3 hours and 5 minutes. Something's happening. Oh, let's go. Triple H turning the main roster parking lot into the NXT parking lot. 100%. 100%. Johnny Gargano needs to come down here and whoop this man Ciampa's ass one last time. Oh, dude. Okay. I was going to say, this stream hasn't been skipping whatsoever. It better not. What do you mean? Why are people looking up? Oh, God. A Styles Clash through the table would be brutal. Forearm through the table. Okay. Not mad. Don't. Okay. It's been okay. Joshua, like I said, I've been mostly just hanging out with chat, but you know, I'm still here watching it, I guess. Oh, damn. Skull crushing finale. Am I way behind? Okay, so on my screen, AJ got hit with a chair and he just kicked out of the 3 count. They're showing a recap of it right now. Behind a lot. Oh. Miz has a kendo stick right now. These damn streams, man. Why? Why did we get screwed on the West Coast? The match is over now? Oh, God. AJ just did a Styles Clash just now. Okay, match is over. Okay, you know what? You know what? I am not looking at you. I'm not looking at you, chat. Okay? I'm hiding you for a minute. I'll come back to you afterwards. So AJ Styles has won. Someone has a thank you Papa H sign. I love it. Yeah, I mean, something's definitely got to be happening. This is not a way that they would just end a show. What are the security guards doing? Oh, wait. There's security over in the corner. He's like looking at him now. It's Dexter Loomis. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Dude, what a weird thing to do. So, Dexter Loomis. Did Dexter Loomis crash the car when he was driving Johnny Gargano here? I'm still not looking at chat, by the way, in case you're wondering. A dog. Can they drag the end of this show any longer? Imagine if that was it. Imagine if that was it.
Okay. Dropping stuff. Cody.
No. No. Are they lying? By showing the tag, are they lying? What? Wow. Dude, that was so weird. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go through and read. Dude, that was didn't you guys think that was a really weird way to close out the show? Like, I don't understand. Dexter 100% crashed a car. Yeah, like, but why? Dexter did it for The Rock. Raw wasn't good, wasn't bad either. Enjoyed the matches. Fair enough. That was so weird and random. Yeah, it seemed like a really weird way to close out the show. I mean, at least they acknowledged him on commentary, but other than that, that was kind of weird. Tune in next week to find out more. Dude, I swear, it keeps giving me a pop-up to play ads. Leave me alone, YouTube. I'm trying to see if no. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of cool because it kind of piques your interest. And now we're gonna have to kind of go crazy for an entire week to figure out what's going on. You think it's a tease for Johnny to come back with Dexter showing up? Fair enough. Is he bald? He looked bald, but I think his hair is just really light. Dexter was trying to do the Lord's work and run over Adam Page. When we last had a cliffhanger ending on Raw. I mean, the only thing is it was just so anticlimactic. Like it was really weird. Like I don't know. Week ending. I like it, but I don't at the same time. Like, I like that there was something that was constantly on camera in the background that wasn't necessarily being referred to at all. But I don't know, the end just kind of felt like anticlimactic. Like it would have been better maybe if, like, when he lifted up, there was cameras on him and they were like, oh my God, it's Dexter Lumis. Like, what is he doing here? And then it closed out that way. But to just have it kind of like happen in the background just felt really weird. Lumis was in the car. Gargano was in the ambulance. Indy has her husband back, but her father and mother are missing. Oh, wait, where's her? Oh, yeah, in theory, yep. The Way. Oh, God, we're going to have a Way reunion on Raw. There was a Gargano emoji face in the car. Sorry. I don't see one. At least not in that one. Wait, didn't I post? Oh, did I not post the other one to Twitter? Oh, I didn't post any of them at all. Oops. Watch along for SmackDown? Possibly. Cracks the case? Oh, God. Johnny Gargano didn't return. He just dropped some Easter eggs. Yep. Which I don't mind as long as, if they're doing Easter eggs, as long as they follow through with them. There was a car crash. There wasn't a crashed ambulance. The ambulance was just there. Yes. Yeah, I saw that Fightful reported that Lumis was in talks to return. I saw that. How the car crash, it could reference his logo. Gargano's? There was actually the one in the ambulance. He's still recovering from getting hit with a briefcase by Roman. I thought that was really funny. How Roman just beat the hell out of him with that briefcase. The insurance will be high. Now bring back the fashion file, please, for this. Yes, please. Yes. I would love that. Bring them back and have them investigate this. Oh, man. I would watch that all day. All day. Oh. I see. Okay, so the headlight. Okay. So the right headlight is out. Okay. Yeah. This is true. Indy just, oh God. Okay. I'll open Twitter back up. Thumbs up. Nice. Very nice. Pretty good show, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad about sitting here for the past 3 hours. Like how Triple H is bringing people back in different ways. This was definitely unique, for sure. Definitely unique. Sounds like a job for Hackerman 5000. Yes, need to hack in and get all that stuff done. You got some DB Dragon Ball Super Season 2 news. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I might have to do a game stream soon. I really want to play some other stuff like BioShock and God of War. We got to play through all those, like I said. I've had worse 3 hours. Yeah, me too, for sure. For sure. This there was nothing really to be mad about. You know, like I don't feel like any of the decisions were weird. I don't feel like anything was like insulting. It was okay. It was okay. It was a wrestling show. I will always think that 3 hours is too long. Always. But it was all right. It was all right. Hopefully we'll try this again for SmackDown and maybe again next week for Raw as well. You thought someone in the crowd had a heart attack or something? Yeah, it was kind of weird, but I think that's what makes it a little bit interesting is that no one was really kind of expecting it, you know, at all. So anyways, I had a good time. I hope you guys did as well. SmackDown is trash. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I mean, it's not as bad when we're just hanging out. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a SmackDown Rampage one or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So what's the plan? I will post what the plan is. I'm still very much going to just kind of play it by ear. I'm not going to do one for NXT. Probably not for AEW either. At least not Dynamite, because that's how I did. That was really weird why they were like running and stuff. Plus there was like 10 dudes that ran away and there were only 3 on Dexter Lumis, by the way. Let NXT change a bit, you know, like black. Yeah, I don't think it'll ever go back to black and gold, but it might get back there a little bit. I had a good time. Good to see you back. Please don't leave for 5 more months. I won't. I won't. I've just been super busy working on projects, but that project is over. Quake by the Lake does look really good. It does look really good. All right, so I do have to get out of here. I do have some stuff that I got to go do. It's been fun. I had a good time. It was good seeing all of you guys. I haven't seen all of you in like 5 months. So I'm gonna try to be here again for SmackDown. I will definitely post. Definitely post. And we'll do some gaming stuff at some point too. I want to do some AEW Underground stuff. If you're looking for some gaming stuff as well, here you go. This is the AEW video for today. And I will see you guys hopefully on Friday. And maybe some videos. Maybe we'll do some videos pretty soon. There's no shortage of things to talk about these days, that is for sure. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace.